Vilsack and fight Prograis later in the year. There's
John, have you
the
been
years
following
set up
Keyshawn
now.
Davis at all? Have you been following Keyshawn Davis or not so much? Did I put him on your radar? Okay.
No,
Oh.
you didn't put him on the radar. He was on my radar from being a
Olympic.
professional boxer who went back into the Olympics. Like he's definitely on my radar. He was the one. I like to follow the Olympic boxing, and he was America's best hope for a gold medal this year, and he came pretty close. He fought really well. Like he's probably the top prospect in the sport right now.
You believe that?
I mean, it depends on what you consider a prospect. Like, I don't consider Jaron Ennis or anybody like that a prospect. Like, I consider a fighter with like 10 fights or under being a prospect, who's in like 8-round fights, 6-round, 8-round fights.
I think the actual, what most people say for a prospect is nobody who's been in a fight that's a 10-rounder or above is usually the cutoff, I think. Like less than 12 fights, less than 10
Well,
rounds.
I think last year most people were saying Xander Zayas was the prospect of the year.
Correct.
He's gone backwards in my view this year, but that's neither here nor there.
I agree with you. He won, but he went to decision twice in 2022. Xander look, he was not for me. So again, this brings up who's the prospect of the year. Keyshawn Davis was ESPN.
Keyshawn Davis is my prospect of the year.
My prospect of the year is in the same way.
I mean, you could consider Jared Anderson, but I think Jared Anderson's already like getting close to contender status.
My prospect is in the same weight class as Keyshawn Davis and is calling him out.
I know who your prospect. I know who your guy is.
Kid Austin is my prospect of the year. Keyshawn fought 3 fights and had 3 victories with 3, knockouts. Kid Austin had 4, and he had 4 victories by KO and TKO. 3 by KO, 1 by a technical. He had so he fought. First fight, of course, when you're building somebody up, he fought Sanchez 5-5, round 1 victory. Then he fought Lopez, who was 17-8, and got a round 5 victory. And then Guerrero, who's 26-30, round 6. And then he had a Rosas was 22-4-1, and he knocked him out in 96 seconds. That's 4-0, and 135 is exciting because you have, for me, that's Kid Austin is calling out Keyshawn, and he means it. It's not bullshit. If they were to sign the papers, he'd fight him tomorrow. He didn't give a fuck. Like, he'll fight anybody.
Yeah, I mean, it's agreed. I'm not doubting it, but it's easy to make that call when everybody knows there's 0.0% chance of the fight being made. It's easy to kind of call that out. But like, Keyshawn's people aren't going to do that. Why would you do that favor for?
Well, Kid Austin,
poor Kid Austin.
Kid Austin's people will do that. His dad said, "Look."
I know, but the Keyshawn's people aren't going to do that. Why would they? I mean, you don't match up like superstar prospects like with each other, and I don't.
Good. That's the beauty of it.
Well, I mean, you could, but you would do that. You would do that when you get to the point like Jaron Ennis, Virgil Ortiz, and most people still wouldn't even do that. I certainly wouldn't do that. But I'm
with you. That's not normal, like superstar prospects. But there's one cat there that will actually sign the paper and fight tomorrow, and there's one whose people will manage him through it. And that doesn't mean one person's going to win the ring, one's not. But I like the attitude there. I like the let's match up the best and the best and see who's best. Who wants to be great? Who wants to be the best? And I like that. I think boxing needs more. I will fight anybody right now, and I don't care I'll throw my 0 on the table at any point, unless I would manage you through your fight career. I think that if you want to be a great all-time great, even let's be honest. I mean, you're looking at, Crawford, I don't consider Crawford an all-time great, and I can't because
No,
I
he's
know,
not.
I know in